Hi everyone, and welcome to another video. This week we're going to have a look at a project called Abstracts at Home. The learning intention is really how to see and record abstract photo opportunities. Within the success criteria, we're hoping to understand what the term abstract means, find a series of abstract influential photographs, take a series of abstract photographs, present abstract images in a photo collage through the use of canva.com or PicCollage, or any other way that you want to show your work, because I know that people have been using different apps and different technology. So before we go about trying to create abstract photographs, we have to understand what the term abstract means. And we have here the dictionary definition. The first one, existing in thought or as an idea, but not having a physical or concrete existence. That sounds really intellectual. However, what we basically mean by that is an image that's abstract doesn't show a particular thing, a particular object, a person, anything like that. It's just it could be colour, it could be texture, it could be lines. It's an image which isn't depicting anything specific. The second one we've got relating to or denoting art that does not attempt to represent external reality. Again, so it's not like an object. It's not showing a particular thing in itself, but rather seeks to achieve its effect using shapes, colours and textures. Abstract pictures. So that's what we're going to create. We're going to try and create pictures which are ambiguous. I'm going to show you some examples. To make something that's truly abstract is quite challenging, but for this project, even images that are abstracted, so we don't quite know what they are, is fine. So don't worry too much about that. But I'll show you some examples just now. These photographs by Edward Weston, they're not really abstract, but I would say they're abstracted. And what I mean by that is it's difficult to tell what these objects are. You could probably hazard a guess to what they are, but they've been photographed in a way which makes them almost ambiguous. They could be a number of things. The thing on the left is like a cabbage leaf, and the thing on the right is actually a pepper, but it's a very kind of obscure pepper which has been photographed in an interesting way. So even if you're taking an object that you have in your house, try and take a photograph of it, but make it look like it could be different things. It could be a number of things. How do you do that? You can take photographs really close up of it. You can try and take an image at a certain angle that makes it look like it could be something else. That's part of the challenge, really. We can be taking photographs of really close-up textures of things. Sometimes when you take a photograph of something really close up, it's very difficult to tell what the object is. Obviously, you have the wood grain one here, but you can see, the rusty sort of image with the mark making in it. It's difficult to really tell what that is, or what object that comes from. And other examples of textures and different kind of abstracted pictures. So it's really about looking closely. And that's a way of doing it. If you get really close up to something and photograph it, will the audience be able to tell what object that's from, or could it be a number of things? A good way as well to create something that looks abstract or abstracted is to use black and white. And you can see on the one on the left, you have obviously, yes, that is a smashed glass. However, the shadow and highlights which is coming off of this glass is creating an abstract image. If we were to block off the glass itself, the shadow, you wouldn't know what that is from. You would have no idea. It could be from anything. It might not necessarily be a shadow. So it's about trying to think about how can I create something that's ambiguous. The one on the right as well, that's a close-up image. I don't know what that's from. I've no idea. But again, can you create something that's truly abstract? It's very hard to do, but I'm looking forward to seeing your attempts at it. Now, there's lots of ways to create these kind of abstract images that you see here. Interestingly, all this is a sheet of acetate. You can put that over a screen, a phone screen, or however you want to do it, and you put oil on top of it with water, and then the color, you create this kind of abstract effect. It's very, very easy to do. You have to be very careful though when you do this that you don't spill the water everywhere on your tablet or whatever you're using. But if you want to try this kind of effect, give it a shot, see how you get on. Water drop photography, there's all sorts of ways to kind of respond to this, and I know this class is really good at being very inventive, so it will be interesting to see what you guys come up with in response. But again, everyday objects, if you look at the one on the left, I'd be more than happy if you take an object and you kind of change it in a way and photograph that to make it look like it could be something else. So if you look at, this is, I'm guessing it's these kind of pages out of a book, but the pages have been twisted to almost look like a wave. So again, that's quite interpretive. And the reason why I've included the picture on the right is you can see, obviously, the top two, we know that we're looking at a lemon, but the third one, it's that close-up an image, and the colours have kind of been changed, they've been abstracted, the colours have been altered in a way at the one at the bottom to make it kind of, look unusual. Close-up is a very good way of creating images that look, abstract or abstracted. And also you can change colour in editing in your apps that you guys all use. You can alter the hue and saturation of the images to create an abstract kind of effect. This slide's interesting. What I was looking at here, another approach is abstraction through movement. So, if you take an object and you have a extended shutter speed, and I know some phones can allow you to have an extended shutter speed, or if you have a camera at home, you can obviously use an extended shutter speed, and you can move an object in front of the camera, and the camera will record that movement if the shutter's open for a long time, which creates a kind of a confusion or an abstract effect, which we see in these three objects. Obviously the one on the right hand side is a slinky, I would imagine, but the other two, it's very difficult to tell what they are. I'm not too sure, and that's what we're looking for. I should be able to know exactly what it is. It should make me think, what is that? What have they photographed? And the closer you can get to that, the best. But it's about trying. So just try to create something abstract. Don't worry about, is that truly abstract or not?